Malawi. We've just been at the Lake of Stars Festival, which was pretty darn hectic, and now it's relaxation time.
Found ourselves in Liwonde National Park, one of the finest in Malawi and chosen by Lonely Planet as one of the top 10 activities in the region.
It's one of the best places in Africa to see loads and loads of elephants, hippos and crocodiles, including that one that's given me a little eye over there.
We're going to be staying at Mavu Lodge and Camp, one of the most exclusive in the country. Should be nice.
So should we go on safari?
Safari so good?
Folks, you're more than welcome. We might have a mixture of interests, but let's go together and enjoy whatsoever we can get. We go hunting, eh? We shoot with the cameras and our eyes. Right. So if you feel like to ask a question or to contribute anything you feel like, you're more than welcome. If they happen to approach the vehicle, we judge how they treat us. If it is bad approaching, we know it, okay? Though they are wild animals. Right, I will not talk much because I can exhaust whatsoever we are going to see.
We're in Liwonde National Park in Malawi. I'm sure you've all heard of Lake Malawi. Out of the south of Lake Malawi flows a huge river, the Shiri, and we're on the banks of the Shiri, about 60 kilometers south of the end of the lake. And the reserve, it's a small reserve, it's about 600 square kilometers. It's got absolutely incredible variety of habitat, which means you get an incredible variety of game and birds and vegetation. So you've got the main river is the main draw card to the reserve. You've got a lot of hippo in there, lots of crocodile, fantastic amount of water birds. But you've also, probably the most iconic species we've got here is the elephant. There's about 500 to 600, and our main activity here is actually boat trips on the river. It's in the middle of the dry season, other than on the river. So elephants are a species that has to drink all the time. So you'll find that if you go out on the river this time of year, particularly to the north, you're likely to see anything from 200 to 300 elephant a day, because they have to come down to the river. There's nowhere else for them to drink. But other general game here, we've got a lot of sable antelope, which are not endangered, but they're on the cusp of becoming declared an endangered species. A lot of waterbuck, a lot of impala. There's bushbuck, bush pig, warthog. Not many predators. There are a few leopard, although they're seldom seen. We have one very lonely lion somewhere over in the east. But definitely it's the large herds of elephant are what people really come here for. Malawi is a country which has got wonderful protected areas, but they're small, and you've got a very large and ever-increasing rural population around them. So they are under a huge pressure. You know, the areas particularly to the east and the west of us here, are very poor. People are smallholder farmers. They eke a living out of growing a bit of maize, bit of cassava, maybe doing a bit of fishing. And if the maize harvest fails, very often the farmer becomes a poacher. If we're looking at the long-term future of the park, we've got to do two things. We've got to protect it. We cannot we cannot alter the fact that you've got to have sound security, you've got to actually make sure that you're keeping the poachers out, but simultaneously you've got to try to maximise the effect on local incomes that you have here by, I mean, we employ pretty well everyone from not just locally but from in the local sort of villages immediately on the eastern side here. The predator-prey relationship is very much in favour of the prey at the moment. We need more predators in here, but you've got to protect it, and that's twofold. It's security, but it's also income generation and seeing that you can do all you can to better people's livelihoods, because that bettering livelihoods keeps the pressure off the park.
Wow, what a fantastic couple of days. What's been your highlight, Nick?
For me, I think it was the morning walking safari in the cool air, getting up close and personal with the animals, and lots of dung.
Lovely. And myself, I think it's been the river safari, because I got to see loads and loads of crocodiles. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been obsessed by them, so that's been great.
And we also got to experience the warm hospitality of Mavu Lodge and Camp, surely one of the finest in Malawi.
Would you recommend this place? And it's people to everybody wherever you go. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much.
you.
Muli Banji.
Banji? Muli Banji?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.